Hey you guys, I am stepping on here to update you on a couple things that I've been using recently. I promised a couple of people that asked that I would give them an update and my opinion on certain things that I started using about a month ago. So here it is. I am currently nearing the end of my second trimester of being pregnant with my second daughter, and typically when you're pregnant, it is advised that you take prenatal supplements. So that is what started me down the path of what I'm on right now, mainly because I learned through the first pregnancy that hormones just sometimes interact weird with vitamins. So my first pregnancy, long story short, I tried 3 different kinds of prenatals. I settled on the one that made me feel the least nauseous through the whole pregnancy and took that. It did nothing to help aid in digestion, which if you've ever been pregnant, you know that is a tightrope walk the whole way through, and sometimes recovery makes it even harder. So if you've been pregnant, you know constipation is a very common term, and I dealt with it, and I'm not a person that has digestive issues ever until I get pregnant. So that was a big problem during and after being pregnant. It slowed down my recovery by months because of complications during labor. So bottom line, I started seeing signs that my body was going to act the same way. So I made the decision, after trying 3 or 4 different prenatals this time around, because the one I settled on last time didn't agree with me this time. And bottom line was, I could not find anything that I felt good taking. Not like emotionally or ethically, like physically did not feel good when I was on it. And so the one that I had been taking, I was starting to see the early signs of the same path that I went down with the first pregnancy. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing this to my body again. I'm not dealing with the constipation again through the whole pregnancy, not just when the baby's big enough to push stuff out of the way. I'm not dealing with the recovery of basically not being able to poop for days at a time. I'm not doing that again, because I was on iron supplements, I was on prenatals, I was on laxatives, and all of that works against each other. The iron cancels out the laxatives, the prenatals don't help, so nothing was working. Every time I had to go to the bathroom, I was scared, because I was like, am I gonna have to go to the emergency room for trying to poop? I mean, bottom line, TMI, sorry, if it makes you uncomfortable, move on. But I'm trying to help people out and prevent them from getting in the same position that I was in. So, and besides that, before you even think, oh, well, you didn't eat the right foods. Yes, I did. I'm a very health conscious person, and I was eating like every food possible to make you go to the bathroom. It just was not in the cards. So I'm trying to prevent that from happening this time around, and so far, so good. So I started taking Plexus vitamins, the X Factor Plus, and it is their complete multivitamin that is doctor approved. I checked with my doctor. She said it has everything that I need for a prenatal. So it's totally safe for me to use. That is one of the reasons why I was drawn to Plexus while I'm pregnant, because a lot of the supplements that they create are safe to use during pregnancy and nursing. So, and I read a ton of testimonials. I read up on stuff. I did my research. I didn't just go into this willy-nilly. And those of you that know me know that I'm very particular about supplements that I use, and I always have been. So I don't ever just jump both feet in without doing my research when I'm putting stuff into my body. Some of the reasons why I chose to try out X Factor Plus, one of the main ones is because there's such a high amount of aloe leaf powder in this multivitamin. If you don't know what the point of that is, go ahead and research it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to sit here and give you all the proof, but it is very good in aiding in your digestion. digestion. And not only that, but this vitamin, research, like scientifically researched, it has been proven to increase your nutrient absorption by up to 300 times that of comparable vitamins out there on the market. So this isn't just like statements that the company is making. There were research trials done. So your body is reaping more benefits by taking this vitamin, both within the vitamin and with things that you are putting into your body. So if you're following a healthy diet and you're taking this vitamin, it is increasing your nutrient absorption, which is very important when you're pregnant. It's important all the time, but it's very important when you're pregnant because you're trying to keep up with the demands of your own body growing, and you're trying to keep up with nurturing a baby that's growing. It's very hard. You have a high nutrient load, and you have to be careful. So that was one of the important things for me. It has some other plant-based items in there that are also shown to increase your digestion, which is the whole point that I started taking this, because I need the digestive benefits of this. So I've been taking it about a month. I went ahead and put it on auto ship after 2 weeks because I noticed within 2 weeks that my digestion has become regular again, which it hasn't been that way in months. So other claims, you can look them up on your own, but for me personally, the benefits that I have seen from this are I'm going to the bathroom every single day. I'm not feeling bloated. I'm not having near the amount of swelling that I had already started to have, which with my first pregnancy, when you walk into the ER to be induced and you have sandals on, flip-flops that are a size larger than your foot, and half your foot is hanging off because you basically look like somebody pumped your feet up with air. No, I did not have preeclampsia. I just swelled a lot. I mean, I had a baby in August and I work outside on a farm. There were multiple factors affecting this. When the nurses look at you and they're like, "Oh, sweetheart, bless your heart, you look so uncomfortable." I was. I don't want to be that way again. I know it's always a possibility, but again, I'm trying to minimize some of this discomfort. So I actually started seeing a reduction in swelling within a week and a half of taking this, which just means that my body's not holding on to stuff. And I was able to get my wedding rings on. May not sound like a big deal, but I haven't been able to do that for over a year. I mean, I'll be honest, there might be a day here and there where it's cold and I can get them on, but I haven't been able to. And I'm almost through my second trimester and I can fit my wedding rings on. So that's a big thing for me. It's a big deal. It means I'm not swelling nearly as much. And it just overall, there were other things that I started to notice comfort-wise. My joints aren't hurting nearly as bad as they were before. I mean, yeah, my lower back hurts at the end of the day because of what I do for my job and I'm pregnant. But besides that, I don't have joint pain. So my digestion, my joints, the swelling, also my skin and nails. I've had random acne this whole pregnancy, which is typical. I mean, sometimes your skin just does stuff. I normally have cystic acne, which is hormonal when I'm not pregnant. And my first time I was pregnant, I didn't have any acne. So my skin has actually cleared up in the last month. And my nails have started growing again, which usually they grow like crazy when you're pregnant, and mine just were not. They were splitting, it was just weird. It was weird. So I've seen really good effects of switching to X Factor Plus. It's on auto ship. I will take it all the way through this pregnancy. I will take it after this pregnancy. I am sold. I'm committed. I love it. And honestly, if I'm gonna pay $30 a month for a vitamin, I would like to feel like I'm feeling effects from it. So I approve. I like it, and I'm gonna stick with it. The second item that I started taking, actually this just came in the mail yesterday, is Hydrate. This is their newest release. It is an electrolyte drink mix. So if you're familiar with Gatorade, if you're familiar with vitamin water, if you are familiar with all the rage liquid IV, this is an alternative to those. The reason why I was interested in starting to take this was because this pregnancy, it is very hard for me to drink water. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. I hate drinking it. That's not good when you're pregnant, especially if you're pregnant during the summer and you work outside. Not a good mix. So I've been struggling this whole time to drink enough water, and I drank a ton of water the first time around. And so I'm looking for something to help me drink water without all the sugar, because I don't want to add sugar if I don't have to. So Plexus came out with Hydrate. I decided, you know what? I'm not going to try their Slim yet, which is safe to use during pregnancy. Again, if you have any doubts, talk to your doctor. I didn't want to start that yet. I am starting it next month, but I wanted to try Hydrate, which is an electrolyte drink mix. Some of my reasons for wanting to try it: because it's a powder form, I can determine the concentration that I want. So if it tastes too strong, I can back off. I can dilute it a little bit. That's also why I like powdered drink mixes. So Gatorade, I can drink it. I don't love it. I've drank it since I was like 12 because of sports. It's not my first choice. I'm a Powerade girl because it's not as sweet as Gatorade. Liquid IV, I hate that stuff. I've tried like 4 or 5 different flavors. That stuff is nasty. It is so salty, which, again, I did my research, and the reason why Gatorade tastes halfway decent is because of the amount of sugar that is in it to cover up the taste of the sodium. Liquid IV is lower sugar, but tastes awful, and the way it mixes is not okay to me. It doesn't even mix up all the way. So I'm not gonna waste my money on it because I hate the way it tastes. And I've tried it. Like, I can drink Body Armor. I drank that the whole time I was nursing. I love it, but I get their light version, which is lower on the sugar. So I decided to try this because, and I'll read you off the nutrition labels straight off of these flavors. So Gatorade Blue Raspberry, which is the light blue, that's typically what I go for. It has 130 calories in one serving, and it has 270 milligrams of sodium, which is for your electrolyte base. It has 34 grams of carbs and 34 grams of sugar, which is a heck of a lot of sugar. That's why I'm trying to stay away from that. I don't need all this sugar while I'm pregnant. It's not healthy. So I'm not drinking Gatorade. Then if you look and compare Liquid IV, and I'm just taking the guava flavor because that was the most palatable to me, it has 45 calories, so significantly lower in the calorie side. Sodium is 510 milligrams, so like almost twice what Gatorade is. That alone accounts for the flavor. I mean, you're drinking straight sodium, which you can tell when you mix it and you try and drink it, and it's awful. So not a fan. That's way more sodium than you need in one serving of anything. And then it has 12 carbs, so lower in carbs, and it still has 11 grams of sugar, which is unfortunately not enough to cover up the horrible taste, but it's still 11 grams of sugar per serving. So not a fan of any of it. And the mixability of Liquid IV is awful. I'm sorry. They need to work on that. It doesn't even mix well. You get all that nasty sediment at the bottom. I'm not dealing with it. I will not drink that stuff, and I will not pay for it. So then I looked up the Hydrate. It has 10 calories in it, 170 milligrams of sodium, which is plenty if you're looking for an electrolyte replacement drink, because you're also going to have sodium in other aspects of your diet through the day. It only has 1 gram of carbs, and no sugar. So no added sugars in this. It is sweetened with stevia. So it is a plant-based, all of this stuff is plant-based. And the flavor is from blueberries and acai. So You have no extra added sugars. You're using stevia as a sweetener, and it also has coconut water in it, which is why I started drinking the Body Armor while I was nursing. So there are multiple facets to Hydrate as to why I wanted to try it. It's overall just a healthier alternative, and I can concentrate it a little more diluted or a little bit more. I mean, you do 1 scoop of this with 12 to 16 ounces of water, and you can take it up to twice a day. I do once a day. I tried it last night. It's actually pretty good. So I'll show you. I have about 14 ounces of water right here. And basically you just take 1 scoop of this, which it's a small scoop too. It's not like some ginormous amount that you're doing. And it smells really fruity and good. Like, my husband actually said last night, "What's that smell? It smells fruity." And I was like, that's this. So this is your scoop size. Pretty small. You just dump it in here. And then you put your lid on, which you don't have to do ice cold water. I just prefer ice cold water. And then you literally just shake it up. You can stir it, but I just shake it up, and I'll pour it in a glass so you guys can see the color. It's like a light bluish purple. I mean, it's what you would expect from blueberry acai. So this is it. When it's all mixed up, it mixes quickly. I'll dump it in a glass so you can see it better, because I have a green cup right now. So you just pour it in there. You can see it. Oops. Okay. Purple, blue, mixes instantly. Like, there's no sediment left down in there. It mixes up great. You don't taste anything funky. You don't get chunks of stuff. Yeah, it's awesome. It tastes like a very light, airy blueberry flavor. I would like, I don't know, blueberry juice, but not too concentrated. Blueberry Kool-Aid if they have it, I don't know. But it is really good, and it smells good, it's fruity. I will let you guys know what I think of it after I've used it for the next month. Basically, I'm looking to supplement my water intake with this. And another kicker for me is it has 50 milligrams of magnesium in it, which I'm hoping will help with leg cramps, because I did not have those the first time around, and magically I get them every morning when I wake up. So I'm hoping that by drinking this, it's gonna boost my magnesium intake a little bit and eliminate the leg cramps, which, before you say you're not eating the right foods, I have a banana every single morning. I'm eating oatmeal. Like, I have potassium in my diet to help counteract leg cramps, and I'm just hoping by putting the magnesium in, it will also help eliminate the leg cramps. But bottom line, from a health standpoint, so far so good. This stuff tastes really good. It's easy to drink, it's easy to mix, and I mean, you can throw this in your purse or your lunch bag or something and just take it with you. They also have stick packs. So if you don't want a tub and you just want the individual stick packs, you can just buy a bag of stick packs. Throw some of those in your bag when you go somewhere. But I approve, I like it. It's got a great light flavor. So 2 thumbs up to both of the supplements, the X Factor Plus and the Hydrate. I like them both. I'm convinced. Good job, Plexus. Hope this helps somebody out. Give me your feedback. Ask me questions if you need it. Thanks.